I am live. How awesome is this? Now, let me tell you, I'm using something else that I've not used before. So if there's any technical hiccups, don't blame me. I have no clue what I'm doing. So that's always a good start, isn't it? So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sheena Kantar, and I'm live in my group, the Multiple Income Mindset Masterclass. So for those of you who are watching in the masterclass, you'll know what this is all about. And if you don't, well, it's because in my group. And I will put the link after. Actually, I think it's above there. I can actually see the link. I can actually see some good. I can't see people to register with StreamYard. And if you go to StreamYard, you'll be able to link your Facebook group up and I can see you. So thank you so much for being here. We've had an incredible week so far, and I am so excited for the rest of the week. So day one, if you didn't see day one was, what is an MSI? People use these terms, don't they? And so it's multiple stream of income, and that's it. So on day one, good morning, Monica. I can see you're on. I got your name. Whoopie-doo. That's brilliant. So with day one, it was all about why should you have an MSI? What is it all about? So if you want to see that, get into the group and you can actually go to day one and go, why should you have an MSI? Why should you have a multiple stream of income? And so we went through that. Good morning, whoever that is there. Was that day two was all about, what is an MSI? What is it? What should you be looking for? What suits you? You're getting messages all the time from different people, aren't you? Yes, this is going to be a mind-blowing session. This is awesome. I love StreamYard. If nobody's ever used StreamYard before, because I am literally now live. If you've never done this before, here's a good thing for your multiple stream of income. You can go live in LinkedIn, Facebook, and where am I? YouTube at the same time. How awesome is this? Absolutely awesome. So day two was all about you looking at your values and looking at the the habits that you want and the values that you want from a company and linking them to yourself. I had such great feedback on personal messages about that lesson. So if you've not seen day two, get on day two. It'll be great to have you. And if you're not in the group, get in the group. The link's above. So what's today all about? Today is all about your mindset. What mindset? Why do some people succeed and others don't? Why is that? What do you think it is? Are you that person? Because I was that person who did all the actions. Action. Like there wasn't one thing if somebody said to do that I didn't do. Is anybody else like that? Because that's just what I'm like. But here's the thing. If I asked you to hoover the floor, and so you're there with your hoover and you're hoovering and hoovering and hoovering. And you're going, Sheena, I'm working really hard. I'm doing everything. Isn't that what you hear from people say? I'm doing everything. And you don't believe them. But actually, I'm watching you hoovering. But then I say to you, you're not plugged in. You see, it's not the certain things that you do. It's the things that you do in a certain way. And what is that certain way? And it's certainly not action. Although action is part of it, is who you are being before the action. Oh my goodness, it is so key. So day one, we talked about the why you want an MSI. It literally is, so hello, Christopher, lovely. And Joanne, lovely to see you on here. So you need to have your goal. You need to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going and you just jump into a multiple stream of income, network marketing, affiliate marketing, and you're just going, well, I'll just give it a go and see what happens. Chances are you'll just give it a go and you'll see what happens. But if you go in with the mindset that you are whatever level you want to be, so say with Arbonne, yeah? So national vice president. I need to come from that mindset. What is the mindset of a national vice president? What is the mindset of a millionaire? What is their mindset? Because that's where I need to be coming from. And that's something that you have to investigate yourself. So there's two options, isn't there? There's just like, this is going to work or it's not going to work. And that's your choice to think it's going to work. There's no squiggly lines in the middle. It's like, is it going to work or is it not? You decide beforehand and then just enjoy the journey. Now, your goal will be really, really linked into your self-image, and that is the first thing. So when somebody is successful, it's because they've done the inner work. There's no point in copying their actions if you haven't done the inner work. Do you know what it's like? It's like standing in front of a mirror and then expecting the image in the mirror to change, and you've not done anything. Now, you wouldn't expect that nowadays, would you? You wouldn't stand in the mirror and go, change your clothes, Sheena. Change your appearance, Sheena, without actually doing anything about it. That is exactly what your life is. That is exactly what your life is. So your self-image is so key. But it's not just like, well, what do you look like on the outside? It's what do you feel like? My goodness, people, this is so key. What is the vibrational equivalent? What is the energy that is attached to you when you're doing your work towards your goal? Remember, it's not the certain things. It's the certain way that you do things. Actually, sometimes doesn't even matter what you do. Because when you can use your imagination and you know what the outcome is and you've chosen the outcome, it's like when you put it into the sat nav and you go in your car. And you don't actually say, do you? You don't say, I wonder if it's going to take me to London. Like, I'm in Chester now and I want to go to London. I never doubt for 1 minute that the car is going to direct me to London. Yeah. And I trust it. And I literally follow the instructions bit by bit, but I enjoy the journey. So why can't you do that for your goal? You know why? Because here's the next key bit. You didn't make the decision, did you? You sort of thought, I wonder if this will work. I wonder what they'll say if I send this message. I wonder this, I wonder that. I wonder what people will think of me. No, 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 no. When you make a decision, a committed decision to do something, you do that and you throw away the key. And you do it and you commit to that. And that's only your vision. When the mind is clear and focused, all the obstacles fall away because you can't see them. You are just like straight in there, focusing, focusing, focusing. There you go. Here's Matthew Mills. These are conversations I have every day with business owners, getting caught up in the operational space and never taking time to be the visionary step back and not working smarter, not harder. That's exactly it. Matthew, thank you so much for that comment. That's exactly it. Yeah. Mental faculties, when understood, helping the project to be lighter. So you've got to make a decision. Make a decision. Honest to goodness, if only you knew how powerful that was. You have 2% of your conscious mind and 98% subconscious. And it's the subconscious that's running the show. For those of you who don't know, who've never heard me speak before, is that they did an MRI scan. They put a man in an MRI scanner and he was able to press buttons right or left. And he could do it whenever he was just asked, and he could choose whatever he wanted to do. And so there's a guy watching him over here, looking at the computer system, looking at his results of his brain scan. So would you believe that the guy who was looking at the results knew what this guy was going to press 6 seconds before he did it? And actually, they realized that even with the delay of the machine and getting the information across and analyzing it, it could be up to 10 seconds. Does that not like 6 to 10 seconds, your conscious mind is behind the times? Does that not Like, what does that say? That you're only becoming aware of what you've already decided. So you see, when you go through your life just going, oh, we'll see what happens, we'll see what happens, we'll see what happens, you know what you're getting? Whatever you've got before. So every single second. Yeah. Oh, we love that, Christopher. So you knew that. Exactly my point. The mind already knows. Yeah. The mind already knows. So make decisions beforehand. So don't go into anything and think, I wonder, will it work? You go, it works or it doesn't. Both exist. I'm going to focus on it working and enjoy the journey. How about that? So here's the thing, is that there's common success denominator. And basically the people who are successful do the things that failures don't do. Now, I don't like that term failure. I mean, even Bob says, if you're a failure if you quit. But I don't see anything as a failure. It was just your choice. You can do what the heck you want. Just be happy with your choice, for goodness sake. There's no such thing as a failure. But that's what that's what they say, the common success denominator. Successful people do things that failures don't do. And what is that? Do you know, one of the things that I really, really realized was that the belief that you have inside here needs to be greater than the belief of the person that you're talking to. If you do not have the belief, then you will allow that other person's belief to overrun you and you will agree with them. Now, this is all to do with paradigms, and we dealt with that in lesson 1, in day 1. So have a look at there. What do you say, Matthew? Read The Secret when I started out on my journey. Yes, become a professional footballer. Awesome, awesome. I've moved into the family business. I already know I will succeed. Absolutely love that, Matthew. I know you will. Choice is your favorite word. I love it. I love it. So at the end, you've got the result here that you want. Now, what successful people do is they will do anything morally and ethically to get the result that they want. They're the ones that when the motivation is gone, that they are still doing the stuff and stuff that they don't want to do, the stuff that embarrasses them, the stuff that will make them feel like an idiot, the stuff that will make them grow. They will do it so that they can get the end result. The people who will accept the end result are the ones who are looking for pleasing methods. Oh, that doesn't feel right. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing Facebook Lives. I don't like doing that. Oh, that's not the way I want to do things. All the excuses of the day. All the excuses because you're looking for a pleasing method. And you will accept the result. You can't do that. If you want this result over here, you've got to do something different, because you know what pleasing methods are? Pleasing methods are staying within your comfort zone. And your comfort zone is what is logical to you. And what is logical to you is your left brain. And what that means is you are on beta brain and you're just repeating the past over and over and over and over again. Now, if you want your past in your future, then you crack on. Nobody's criticizing you. You're absolutely fine. You're absolutely perfect as you are. But if you've got a drive to do more, be more, have more, then you want to get out of illogical. You want to go to illogical. Like, spend the rest of today saying, do the illogical, do the illogical, do the illogical, do the illogical. Do that instead. Can you do that? Do the illogical. Try it out for the day. So here's what's illogical. Whenever Napoleon Hill was asked to, before he wrote Think and Grow Rich, Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in the world at the time in the early 1900s, he asked Napoleon Hill to write the book, to go and investigate over 25,000 people over a 20-year period, and he wasn't being paid. Would you do that? I mean, that's illogical. And he wrote then, Think and Grow Rich. Here's the thing, if you're not willing to do more than you're paid for, you will never be paid for more than you do. Do you get that? If you're not willing to do more than you're paid for, then you will never have more than what you're paid for. So if you keep looking for a job and just get paid hour by hour, well, there's no point. I want to be paid. You're missing the point. I've just spoken to a beautiful girl who came on and basically offered me her skills for the commission, because the commission will set her free. Isn't that amazing? Are you prepared to do that? Are you prepared to do the work for nothing? Because it's you that's on the line. It's you that can have more. And that's the mindset that you need to have. I would tell the guys to tell the people to use their left arm. Listen, what they say in Zen is that, like if you put your head under the water and like hold it there. So this young lad went to, listen to a monk, and he says, I want to know what the secret of success is. And so he says, follow me. And he walked to the edge of the water, and then he put his head under the water, and the young lad is fighting and fighting and fighting. And then he puts his head up and he just goes, what did you do that for? And he goes, you must want what you want that much as breathing. Do you want what you want as much as breathing? Because that could be what it takes. Because that's the next thing that we come on to. So far we've talked about your self-image. I'll put this up on a little note thing afterwards in the group so you can get hold of it. If you're not in the group, just click on the link up there and you will get into the group and you will see all the days. Tomorrow, by the way, oh my goodness, I am so excited about tomorrow, because for those of you who don't know me, I work with Bob Proctor, and we have Bob Proctor's creative advisor, creative director coming on here. Exciting. And he has got a brilliant multiple stream of income mastermind for you all. My goodness, how many people here have got a multiple streams of income? Who could do masterminds with top people like yourself? Having every single day from those people, from millionaires, from billionaires. I know of income, but this is where you can literally step out, whether it's a multiple stream of income that you've created. So whether maybe it's your own book, maybe it's, your own e-commerce website, maybe you are network marketing, maybe you are affiliate marketing, but whatever it is, you will get all the advice that you need in this. Yes, Maddie. Yes. So I'm so excited for Tommy to come on, and he's going to tell you all about it. But here's the thing. It's not just a group that you're going to be able to get into and like literally talk with people all over the world, all helping you in your business. Yeah. I'll have to read that again, Christopher. I'll read it afterwards. I'm just reading some comments as they come through. And so, yeah, it's also an MSI itself. It is also a multiple stream of income, and you don't have to develop anybody. You don't have to do anything except just invite people along and ask them to join. It is brilliant. I see you're learning about MSI. Who is that? I can't see. You've got Facebook user there. I need you to say to StreamYard that it's okay to tell me who you are, because I don't know who you are until afterwards. So it is a super exciting journey. So what have we talked about already? It's yourself. First of all, your goal. And if you don't have a goal, well, otherwise you're just going round and round in circles, because you could get in the car and go west and keep going west and keep going west. And guess what? You end up right back where you started from again. Yeah. So linked to your goal is your self-image. And I will put up in the group as well, I'll put up a self-image script. So Peggy McCall is going to be able to tell you all about that. I mean, she is just amazing. She is a multi-millionairess, Hay House publisher. She is awesome. She is one of our trainers as well at PGI, the Bob Proctor program that we deal with. And she is just totally awesome. So she will help you through your self-image script. It is so key. You cannot outperform your self-image. So good morning, Sheena, it says here. So Facebook user, if you actually tell me who you are, that will be brilliant. I could say hello to you. So the next thing we talked about was when your self-image was to make a decision. Make decisions with everything that you do. Stop wondering, because that's just doubt. You're putting doubt out into the world and you just get it mirrored back at you. We think in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but our looking glass. Yeah. Would you say talking over earth and creating an economy of thinking people to make the world great is all a bit far-fetched? No, nothing's far-fetched. Listen, the lesson I had last night with my clients about who we truly are and about the quantum physics about who we are. If you can think it, you can be the start of change. You can change the pattern of anything going on. I've seen it done and I see it happening, and it is totally, totally awesome. So, decision was the next one. Then this one is actually about persistence. So we talked about the common habits of successful people, but it's also about persistence. Persistence, persistence, persistence. Great, because you are. Great, Chris. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Thank you, Haley. I love you for being here. Great, great, great. So persistence. Listen, let me tell you something about your neurology. Never mind the quantum physics side of things as to who you really are. That's a whole other story, not to be gone into here. But if you look at your neurology, it takes at least 3 days for one neuron to connect to the next neuron. So that's what's passing information. Now, I know that they say 21 days to change a habit. You haven't even started then. So actually they say it's 29 days that takes between a neuron really solidly connecting to another neuron, and actually it puts on a little jacket so it holds it in place. 29 days. It takes anywhere between 8 and 280 odd days to change a habit. Are you prepared to do over 280 days before that habit is changed? Or are you the sort of person who gets to day 8 or even day 21 and goes, this doesn't work? Who do you want to be? How much do you want what you want? You see, whenever I do calls with people, and by the way, reach out if you want to call to clarify your goal. I'm here to help you do that. So reach out to me. I'll just private message me and we can have a chat. And so it's about really, really, what would you do to have your goal? What would you do? You've got to keep going. The average is 66 days. 66 days of doing the same thing every day. Now that could be a conversation you're having. That could be an affirmation that you're doing. That could be a habit that you're changing. Whatever it is that you want to change 1 or 2 things at a time and do it for at least 66 days. Whenever Bob asks us to read anything, he asks us to read it for 90 days. 90 days. Are you prepared to do that? Is that persistence? See, catch a horse in the field, be caught. In my mind, I would go, well, I'm going until you're caught. Story. And they can run rings around me. They frenzy of all the other horses. I'm not running around. He is. And he runs around and runs around and runs around until he's so exhausted. He stands and lets me catch him. I did that with my friend's horse who couldn't be caught for 3 weeks. I stayed in the field and I thought I had a picnic, I had tea. I was even got somebody to bring me a sleeping bag because I was not leaving the field without bringing the horse in. I wasn't going to use force. I just used I kept my will focused on and you. What did that show to the horse? That I was a leader. The horse was looking for a leader. Your goals are looking for a leader. Does a leader ever give up? Does a leader step forward, not even knowing what they're doing, but believes in what they're doing, that other people will follow? You have to have that belief. You see, this is what makes the difference. This is what makes the difference of the mindset of making a success of another stream of income. And don't try to do all those streams in one go. And remember what I said from day 1 to day 2 was have a purpose, have them connected in some way. so that it rolls in, one income stream rolls into another. So for myself, I'm working with Bob Proctor. So my main work is the Thinking into Results program. It's on that side, Thinking into Results program. And from that, there's other affiliate schemes that I do. And from that, then I also do Arbonne. But Arbonne is linked because it's about the culture and the building up of coaching and helping people's mindset and just having a better life. It all follows through. Then the next one is to do with a Healy. Now that's a device about vibration. But whenever I talk about thinking into results, it's always about the laws of the universe and about vibration, about what energy you're in. And so that device links there. And then there's a book. And then there's something else that's come to mind. So do you see how it's all literally linking in with what I do and linking in with my purpose? So I'm not my mind all over the place. It is in one place. So that's the idea about getting, your mind on point, on focus. Let me just check what else that I wanted to say to you today. Yes. Talked about belief, didn't I? The last thing I'm going to say here is really about, the mindset going from being in a job to being an entrepreneur, two different things. And that affects your money as well. Now, there's an extra session tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, I'm going to do money EQ. So basically your emotional attachment to money. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow because that will have a big thing. And so going from from a job to an entrepreneur, you need to understand the habits that you've been in. And so we'll actually discuss that tomorrow. That's such a neat one because I can't actually. So Tommy, who's coming in the whole way from Arizona, he's 8 hours behind time. So 11 o'clock is not going to be a good time for him. So he's going to be on in the afternoon. I just need to confirm that time. Some are like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. You'll find us on there, but I'll keep you informed in the group. So make sure you're in the group. The link's up there and click in the group and make sure that you're in. And when you get in, then I will make sure that you're notified of being in. Okay. So Tommy will be on in the afternoon, but tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing the money EQ. And what do you need to know whenever you go from being in a job to being an entrepreneur? What are the key things? Because it caught me out. It caught me out for 3 years, let me tell you. Absolutely, let me tell you. And so don't confuse being busy with being effective. That's just your paradigm. Stop doing all the work that you're just doing mechanically. What you're doing is 95% mindset and 5% strategy. But what are you doing? Are you doing 95% strategy? Because that's what I was doing. Yeah. That's what I was doing. But I have taken myself from literally minus 70 grand in debt to 6-figure earning, from a 2 up, 2 down house because I lost everything at one point, to a beautiful barn conversion in the middle of the country. I did that in 18 months because of the stuff that I'm teaching you now. So if you think you know it, but you don't have the results, don't be a Sheena. Don't be a smartass. Everything I'm saying is literally got some loads and loads of study coming behind it to bring this to you now. So something can maybe resonate with you and flick you over and help you grow. So remember that. It's 95% mindset, 5% strategy. So you got to know who you are. You got to know where you're going. You've got to grow that. And things then come to you. I heard somebody say to me one time, well, you can't chase 2 rabbits, Sheena. And it suddenly dawned on me. Why am I chasing? Why am I chasing anything? When I make a decision, it comes to me. There's so many things that have come to me because I've made a decision and asked. And then I've been answered. And I follow my inspiration. But right now, you're probably following your paradigms. Oh, I wonder if this is going to work. And so the whole work is really shifting those paradigms. But what I'm teaching you in these few days to get yourself set up in another multiple stream of income is paramount. Now on Friday, so tomorrow's a great day. So you've got your money EQ. You've got Tommy coming on from the Bob Proctor Institute. And on Friday, oh my goodness. So one of my values that I've told you before is about family. And I'm all about, we grow this for fulfillment. We don't do this to get money. If you do it to get money, it's like, actually, it's like being in a car, in a sports car and it's really hard and bumpy. It's probably like that, making a lot of noise. But you can do it in so much more of an easier journey, effortless effort, and do everything for the pure joy of it. That's the fulfilling results. And then they come to you. You don't have to go and get. You just ask and then it is delivered. How many people would want that? How many people would want that? Yeah. So is family. I've got an incredible family who have absolutely nailed it in the network marketing arena. Absolutely nailed it. But I want to hear their journey. Their journey is important. It is not the getting of anything. It really isn't. What's the easiest step in a marathon? The easiest step in a marathon is the last step. And then you're ready to do the next thing. So it's taking the first step and understanding the journey, and it's the growth that you do it for. I didn't believe Bob when he kept saying that. And I went, no, it's in the getting, it's in the getting. I promise you it's not. When you get a new car, well, a week later, it's a new car. It's a car. It's a car. Drives you from A to B. You can appreciate it, but it's not new anymore. You're like almost ready for the next thing. It was the growth that you had on that journey. And now you're ready for the next growth. That's all it is. So yeah, Friday, a family of 4 women who have absolutely nailed it. I want you to hear their journey. I want you to hear what they went through with each other. Like, you may think that other people look at you and go, why are you doing that? It's great. Do you know about this journey is if you can handle it? So you want to be up here, but you're here. Got to stop thinking here, and you got to stop being really around the people who are here. I mean, you can be with them, but don't take on their energy. Don't take on their criticisms, because first they'll laugh at you. Then they'll criticize you. And then they will want to follow you or not. So if nobody's laughing at you and criticizing you, you are not going big enough. You are not stepping outside your paradigm. Remember, I did this yesterday. You're in your paradigm box. Your MSI is in another paradigm box. And the people in here can't see what you see. So are people not laughing at you? Are people not criticizing you? Come on, get bigger, bigger. Yes. Okay, well, that's it. That's it for today, guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow, aren't I? Same time, same place, 11 o'clock. And I'll let you know in the group, if you join the group up there, I'll let you know what time Tommy's coming on from PGI. So you never know, maybe you'll bring Bob Proctor with him. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll see what Bob's up to, and maybe we could get him on. And so we'll have a chat with that. You want to be on and listen to that. If you've got a multiple stream of income, you need to be on here now listening to that. And then Friday morning is where you have a family just talking about their journey and their successes as well. And then on Friday afternoon, there's a business presentation. It will not be done publicly. It is a private invitation that you will ask me for, and I will do a business presentation for another income stream. And that's entirely up to you as to whether you want to do that or not. I'd love to know more about you. And so reach out if you want to call, PM me, and let's set up a call. And so I can hear your hopes and dreams. And if I can help clarify you and point you in the right direction, I will do that. Okay. So have an awesome day. Thank you so much for all your wonderful comments and all your attention here. It's been absolutely brilliant. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.